What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 41 of the Special Conditions podcast, where our love for Pokemon and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is June 29th, 2020. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Josh Brown.
What's up, Adam? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, as per usual.
Yeah, good.
As per the standard for me.
I would expect.
Oh, actually, I'm a little hurt. My son did break his arm or wristish area.
Yeah.
Today, and still getting over that.
But you're okay. I mean, he may not be, but you're good.
Yeah, but you know, you feel bad.
Scary thing. Yeah. But he's good, right? He's okay.
He's good. He's in good spirits.
Yeah.
You know, definitely sad when it first happened, but he's in good spirits.
Sure. Nothing better than having a broken limb on summer vacation. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well, this is from somebody who needs to be like active. Like he's always outside. He's always doing something.
Right.
He's always building stuff. He's always writing and it's his writing hand too. So it's like,
Well, I mean, he's young enough. Maybe he's going to be
ambidextrous.
Yeah, maybe. Never know.
Possibly.
Have you ever broken anything?
No. Well, I mean, I had like in your wrist, like where your thumb is, like where you move it around, there's like a little pocket where there's like 3 little bones. I guess one of those like popped out when I was skateboarding once, and it happened.
Yeah, your son's like, okay, Dad, sure, whatever.
And my teachers were like, "Oh, is that the arm you write with?" And all the kids were like, "No, he writes with his left hand. He's a lefty." Thanks, guys. Y'all had my back.
Dang it.
But we're not here to talk skateboarding or broken bones. I'm sure there's plenty of podcasts for that. But we're here to talk about cardboard.
Yes.
But not just any cardboard. Beautiful, layered with art, layered with shiny sparkles, and hidden with fates. Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
That's what we're all here for.
Yep.
And today's show's going to be pretty cool. At least I think so. So we're going to talk about our pickups of the week, as per usual. We have Art of the Week, which we discuss Pansear, which we rolled for last week. A little different. You know, not my top pick for Pokemon, I guess.
I heard it in your voice when I said it last week. You're like, oh, Pansear.
Well, like Simisage, you know, like that's got a different vibe, but Pansear, I was like, in my head, I mean, we'll get there, but yeah. Question of the week, Josh will bring us something new. And we've got card of the week is Phalanx or Phalanx. I don't know how you say it. I just call it Phalanx in my head. Right. In my head, I see it as Phalanx, but but it's from Rebel Clash.
Okay.
And then we'll get into our opening of the week.
Is this Pokemon, just out of curiosity right now, it's a new Pokemon for this generation, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't think I'd ever heard it before, so making sure.
Yeah, it is unusual one.
I'm excited. I'm excited to learn about it. I've heard some things, but
I've seen some things. I've heard some things.
Yeah, this will be good. Where should we start, Adam? Where should we start?
Pickups of the week.
Boom.
All right.
What'd
so
you get?
I am so hyped and so excited because I went to Target. Not initially to kind of find it, but I went there just to see if they had Hidden Fates. TBH, to be honest. But they didn't. But they did have a coupon for 10% off all their Pokemon cards.
Okay.
Which I didn't use because I didn't buy any Pokemon cards.
Dang it.
Psych. I did buy Pokemon cards.
Swerve.
But it was in a board game.
Oh.
And luckily, they had a 5% off board game purchase. So instead of it being the $19.99, it was $18.99.
Boom.
I mean, I'm not good with math, but it said it took $1 off.
Sure. I believe it. That's 5%.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was like, already, you know, it's a Target exclusive at the moment, and it's 5% off, so I saved $1. So I didn't even pay full price for this thing.
Right.
Are you wondering what I got? Just kidding. We mentioned it. Yeah, we mentioned it last week. The Battle Academy.
Yes.
Board game, quote, with air quotes there.
Right. I mean, it is a board game. It comes with a board, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And can I just say, this thing is beautiful.
Okay.
The box is solid. It feels like a legitimate board game as you're opening it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's got three decks. It's got this massive, and I know we're family friendly, but I want to use other words. But it is a humongous coin.
Big old.
It is
coin.
it is like 3 times the size of a normal Pokemon coin.
Rad.
And I'd be curious to find out if this can be actually used in a Pokemon tournament.
Oh.
Because if it can, this is the coin you want to bring.
I never
There's
thought
no
about
other
coins being legal or not.
Yeah, well, they are, as long as they come with the structure decks.
Okay.
Anything
but
that says the Pokemon.
Have they ever been different sizes?
Yes.
Okay.
Like you can't use like a Chansey coin from like the original structure the original structure deck, because it's like cardboard and like that stuff varies.
Sure.
But these are all like regulated coins.
Right.
But people don't like to use coins a lot, so they use dice.
That's a bummer. You should bring coins back.
But this coin could bring that back. Could make a comeback. Coins on the comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. No, definitely do.
But
comeback.
It's a beautiful coin. It has Charizard, Mewtwo, and Pikachu on it.
Okay.
And it's just a plain silver, but it is beautiful.
Sure.
It's gorgeous.
That's rad. You sent me a picture of it, so.
Then you take out the board for the board game, and you unfold it, and it's a beautiful green, solid board.
Okay.
And this is something that like should be on every table. As far as like if you went to a tournament, like all like this should just be on the table already.
I was gonna say,
there's no confusion.
Tournament or
yeah, your kitchen tournament. But it comes with the 3 decks, so you have like the Pikachu deck, Mewtwo deck, and the Charizard deck. Pikachu is player 1, Charizard's player 2, Mewtwo is advanced player.
Oh. Okay.
Which I can see. It's got a lot of like higher HP Pokemon.
Okay.
So they're going to last a little bit longer and do a little bit more damage.
Sure.
But every single card in the deck is labeled with like a stamp for each deck that it goes in.
Okay.
So you can't like mismatch them. You can't be like, oh, well, this Mewtwo one goes in this Charizard deck.
Sure.
Which is nice for it being, a board game that comes with 3 different decks. It just makes it so it's harder to lose them, like in the decks while you're playing.
Right. That makes sense. Huh.
The only thing I don't like is that they're not sleeved.
Well, that's on you.
Right. Well, especially because of the GX Pokemon.
Sure.
It's like the one card in there. Like I wish. Now, I was gonna say I wish the GX cards were just like a plain matte look without being shiny or bulk. Like
no, because they need to show you what the GXs could look like. Because then you go out and buy cards and try to get those cool looking cards.
Yeah. Okay, I guess so.
You know how this works, Adam.
Yeah. And it comes with just some cardboard GX markers and, some damage counters. And then it comes with 3 different rule books, kind of like guides.
Okay.
For each deck, kind of have like a basic strategy.
Right.
And like the little deck boxes, the cardboard ones that fit each one, like just the way they layered this and made it, even packaging, like on the inside, it's gorgeous. I can't say enough good things about it. And it's like perfect for anybody.
Okay.
Literally anybody that has one competitive player in their house.
Sure.
With other people that are maybe interested or like, no, I don't want to be invested, but like, I'll go along with you if you want to play at like a similar level.
Right.
That's what this is. This is like perfect for a get together. Oh, I like Pokemon. Hey, why don't we just try to play this Pokemon Academy? Sure. Oh, this looks like the TCG. It is the TCG.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there, Adam. because this is going to be my question of the week. Is I want like a full breakdown of like who this is for, how to play this, like what difference it may have. Like I have some questions about this game in general. So I think we should save that for the question of the week segment.
Okay.
Before you get any further down this road.
Okay. What did you pick up this week?
Okay, so you texted me about like picking this up, and you saying it was on sale at Target and everything like that. And I've been watching my local Targets and online, and they keep saying that they're out of stock, which means like they probably didn't even get any stock yet, type of thing. Because it just came out, right? And it's exclusive to Target.
Yeah, the 21st.
Yeah.
So it's been out for like 8 days.
Right. So on my way home today, I was like, you know what? I feel like I need to get something new for the show. Like I've, thankfully, TN Comics have been supplying some cards to open up, and I've had some things to open on the show, but I haven't had anything like new to talk about, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop at Target on my way home. And I go in there, and I head to the back where the board games are and the row of Pokemon cards and whatnot. And I open up the Target app, and there is currently a 15% off all games coupon with the Target app. Adam, do you know what that applies to?
All games?
Board games, card games.
And I was one day. So I was one day.
Dice games. Pokemon cards. It applies to all Pokemon cards, Adam.
Really?
It does, because they're considered a card game. Even if you're just buying them for the collecting purpose, they don't know what you're doing with them. They consider it games. So those coupons at Target work for Pokemon cards. They also work for the Battle Academy game that I picked up, Adam.
You got one too?
I have it sitting right in front of me. I already opened it. As you're talking about it, I'm looking at these things right here. I'm holding this coin as we speak. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to dive in deeper with you on this.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, this is something in my head. I was like, this is for Josh.
Yep.
This is straight up Josh's alley.
Yeah. They only had one. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if there's a big rush on them or if they just didn't get that many. But I picked it up. I gladly got the 15% off. Plus I used my Target card, so I got another 5% off. So I got 20% off of this game.
Wow.
That's not it, Adam.
You found Hidden Fates. It sounds like a 10.
That's a 10. That's a 10. I found Hidden Fates. There was a shelf of them, Adam.
No.
How long have I been telling you I miss Hidden Fates? Months.
Enough to have hopefully purchased the entire shelf.
No, because I'm smarter than that, Adam. I did get 110 of each character, though. Because, do I really need more Hidden Fates? No, I don't, Adam. Do I want to open all the Hidden Fates? I absolutely do. Will I go back at some point this week or this weekend?
But you didn't even text me to say, hey,
no.
Do you need Hidden Fates?
No.
I need all the Hidden Fates.
I can't go that route, Adam. I can't do it. Also, like, I didn't have a basket. I'm wearing a mask. Like, I can only carry so many Pokemon cards before people start to think I'm weird, you know?
You're killing me.
I'll go back and find out. Adam, I have Hidden Fates to open. I'm going to open up I know we have like our opening later on the show.
Yeah, but Hidden Fates is different. That's a different.
Different. Yes,
that's a different section.
So I just opened Gyarados 10. I'm going to give somebody this code card that comes with it. W2BXC26MV49GR. So good luck to somebody who gets that. It's the Gyarados set from Hidden Fates. I have some packs here, Adam. I have the birds, I have Charizard, I have Mewtwo, I have Mew. Which one would you like me to open up here?
The birds.
The birds. Let's do the birds.
I was going to say, leave Charizard out of this.
This feels so good, man. Like, I was looking at the Caparaja box, and I was looking at the newer 10s.
No, I'd be mad. I'd be mad at you.
I know.
If you saw Hidden Fates and didn't get them.
First, I went to the card section, and that's where they have like all the cards, up by the registers. But then they have a second aisle back by the board games that has more Pokemon cards, and that's where the Hidden Fates are hidden. So, anyway, man, this feels good. I'm gonna give out another card. RDG JN4J MLC N4H. There's a pack of Hidden Fates for you on the Pokemon TCGO. This feels great, Adam. This just, I can't even describe the feeling of this right now.
Yeah, I'm missing so many. Like, after like looking through my binder, I'm like, wow, these pages are empty. And I have the whole set. The initial set, I have that whole thing. I have all like the promos, the Rayquaza, the golden Lunala, and Solgaleo. Like,
yeah.
I have a lot of the normal ones, but not the GX shinies.
Well, we'll talk. We have Fairy Energy, RIP. Charmeleon, Graveler, Farfetch, Charmander, Slowpoke, Psyduck, Clefairy, Magikarp. We have a shiny. It's a Wimpod shiny.
Wimpod, there you go.
Wimpod shiny. And Snorlax taking a big old fat snooze. God, Adam.
Hey, a shiny is a win. In my eyes, a shiny is a win.
Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. That feels great. I love it so much.
And that's out of your first pack.
Yeah,
I opened like 2 packs first and got nothing.
Yeah. And
then I pulled on Insta Booster the Buzzwole GX, and then the last pack I got nothing.
I love Hidden Fates, man. I could spend the rest of my life opening this set. It's just so good. Anyway, that was my pickup of the week, Adam.
That was much better than mine.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
No, not at all.
I like surprising you, man.
But I will. I'll send you some Venmo, and we'll get you back in that store tomorrow.
Yeah,
No.
Okay.
All right. We're moving on to Art of the Week.
Yeah.
Now this week I was tasked with finding the best art for Pansear.
Challenged, some would say.
And now what's hilarious is every time I say Pansear in my head, it's the black and white set proper, like the base black and white set where it first released, and it is like the worst picture. in my mind, it's the worst picture.
Okay.
It just doesn't look like they knew what they wanted Pansear to look like yet.
Interesting.
Like, they didn't have all the angles. They were just like, this is a stock drawing. Like, we're going with it. We're going with it.
Right. That's funny.
I apologize to the artist. It's still a nice card. My least favorite.
Okay, that's fair.
But this one was actually hard. Like, there's several of them that are, like, I was just trying to find differences, and there was a lot of just things were just like, some of them were just like really soft, almost like they were like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, just soft shots, like baby photos type thing. I don't know. So coming in at number 3 is Pansear from Noble Victories.
Okay.
So he's like coming at you with like a karate chop.
Yeah.
And falling like through a canyon basically at you.
Yeah.
So it's you looking up at Pansear and getting ready to, he's literally, his first attack is beat or lunge. So it's like he's coming straight up to beat you up.
Sure.
Like, that's, and I love like the little like notches all over his body that like give him that animation that he's falling.
Right.
And then there's some debris on the sides. It was a focus on Pansear and not necessarily his surroundings.
Yeah. It's a cool action shot. Here's, I think, what might be your problem with Pansear, because I'm feeling this way right now. Pansear seems to be always smiling. It's hard to take him seriously in any capacity other than a friendly little fire monkey.
Right, and it's like, we already got that with Chimchar.
Yeah, like, even when he's coming at you with a big old vicious karate chop, it's like, yeah, but you're smiling. Like, it's just going to tickle.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so scared.
Ooh, a warm little monkey paw. This is cool artwork, though. I do agree. Like it shows like velocity with it, and that I do appreciate. It's hard to capture movement in cards like this.
Yes, and so we're gonna move on to number 2.
Okay,
Pansear from Next Destinies. So this one is absolutely stinking adorable, and it shows me something that I didn't know. So he's kind of like sitting almost like in a market / kitchen area. Mm-hmm. It looks like a kitchen.
Yeah, I'd say kitchen.
Yeah, so he's kind of like on the floor, got the reflection of the actual like utensils and stuff from the kitchen like reflecting off. So that's just a really cool touch. Small subtleties like that like really get me. Mm-hmm. But he's holding on to one of these berries. He's got one eye closed, looking up, trying to be careful of what he's doing. He's got his tongue sticking out. He's using his little swirl Hershey Kiss on the top of his head as like a heater to cook his food, to cook the other 2 berries that are up there.
That's
and
wild.
I'm like, what? He uses his head to like for like fire stuff? Like what?
That's funny.
And I just didn't know that.
Yeah. Is that the source of all of his fire? Is his head?
I mean, with most fire Pokemon, I mean, you know, Charmander's his tail.
Right.
And then but he shoots it out of his mouth, so I'm going to assume that he can shoot it out of his mouth.
Don't know. He's always smiling. Hard to say.
Exactly. And so for the number 1 pick is Pansear from the XY base set.
Okay.
This one, it's very cartoony.
Yep.
And it's bright colors, and it just sticks out more than the others. It's kind of got like cloudy smoke from being the top of a mountain, which could be a volcano, is kind of like what it leads to.
Sure.
Just it's got like a nice sky. There's a big mountain in the back, mountain that he's sitting on, and he's just kind of got one hand up like he's, you know, looking out on the horizon. I don't know. I just like this one the absolute most because he even though he's like sort of smiling, he's like sort of sad.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I love the brightness of the colors. Like, it's almost like a magenta instead of like just a red that we see so often with him. It's like like a magenta and like a bright yellow. Like it looks super intense.
Yeah, and just the colors from the mountain where it goes up, it just like, it, you know, it's white and then just gradually gets darker and darker.
Right.
It's just beautiful. I like it. It's my number 1.
Number 1. I love it. Well done, sir. Well done.
And there was only 9 in total, and I already told you I didn't like one, so there's really only 8 options.
That's okay. I think you did well.
And this, I really wanted to do an honorable mention for one of them, but I'd have to pull up all of them again just to tell you which one it was.
Sure.
I am ready. Okay. I need you to hit that random number generator.
Okay, I am going to hit it. We're going to pick a random Pokemon for next week. Are you ready, Adam?
I've been waiting since you said Pansear for the next random number generator. Or for the next Pokemon, sorry.
All right. Our next Pokemon is going to be Registeel. Yeah, Registeel. How do you feel about Registeel?
There's a lot of Registeels.
Okay, good.
And there's even EX one. Oh man, I'm excited now.
Excellent. I can't wait to learn more about the Reggies. Everybody seems so down on the Reggies as a family, as a whole.
I was a hardcore Regigigas level X player.
Okay.
I really enjoyed Regigigas.
Okay. Well, let's see what you can find for Registeel next week, huh?
All right.
Sounds
Task
good.
Accepted. Mission confirmed. All right, moving on.
Yes.
Moving on.
Yes.
Question of the week.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about this Battle Academy.
Let's talk about it, Adam. Let's talk about it. Why did I buy this?
Why did you buy it?
Yeah.
Well, 2 reasons. One, it's a sweet collector's item.
Okay.
It really is. I mean, if you bought it, the coin alone, I think, is worth, you take 10 or 15% off. Yeah, it's totally worth the 15, 16, 17 bucks
Sure.
to just the coin.
Okay.
Just the coin alone.
Okay.
But if you think about it, all 3 of these GXs, well, I mean, you can get the Raichu or the Charizard. I mean, these are actually from the Hidden Fate set proper.
Okay.
So, I mean, they're not in the tins, but if they were in the tins, those would be $20 each. So you're getting 3 GXs for just under $20.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely worth it, because even though like there's trainer cards and stuff in there that are definitely worthwhile. And then I think in the Pikachu and in the Charizard deck, there is Sun and Moon promos. Like I saw a Alolan Raichu in there, and I saw a Flareon in there that was a promo.
Okay.
Which I know I don't have that Flareon. I don't remember where that came from, but I know I don't have it. So it's like, just like, those are like the small touches that like I noticed.
Sure.
The coin, and then those 2 Sun and Moon promos.
Okay. So I just opened up the Mew deck. So these are all like, in case there's any confusion out there, like these are all legitimately Pokemon cards that you could get anywhere else.
Yes.
Like there's nothing different about these cards. They're not made differently for this game. Like it is a deck of Pokemon cards.
Right. The only difference between like the regular Raichu and the Raichu from this is that they have a stamp with a number, like 1 through 60.
Okay.
So that way here, if you did happen to, shuffle the cards together by mistake,
Mm-hmm.
or, you had somebody smaller playing and, they took one of your cards by mistake, you'd know that, oh, well, the Mewtwo stamp doesn't go with the Charizard deck.
I like how they even stamp the energy cards. Just
in
case.
As if there would be confusion.
So does that mean that these cards you can't play with in an official tournament?
No, you can.
Okay, that stamp doesn't change anything.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't, because even on the card, it still shows that it's from like the Hidden Fate set.
Okay.
That's just like it's Pokemon proper that made that, so
Okay.
it's still legal.
Okay. I didn't know if that would change anything.
And I did notice like most of the cards in here are like legal and standard right now.
Okay.
There's like Cynthia in there, so that's from Ultra Prism.
Right.
But those will rotate come August.
Okay.
But I don't think that that's like what the intent was for this. The intent was for people to practice, to play, to bring, like, this is so cool. Like, if I had this on my shelf and it was game night and I had friends over, they'd be like, what is what is that? It's Pokemon Academy? You want to play it? Yeah. Oh, is this the TCG?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it's on like the same playing fields. Like there's no weakness to worry about.
Right.
Psychic's not weak to fire or lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Fire's not weak to lightning or psychic, and lightning's not weak to fire or psychic. Right. So it just, like, the way they did this, they thought of everything.
Very smart. Yeah.
In my mind, they thought of this down to like each individual thing.
Yeah.
Each individual card in each deck. And there is a advanced player, so like if, somebody wants to try a different deck that has a little bit more of a strategy, then they can go for it.
Being you, would you add more GXs to this deck?
No, I would just leave it as is.
Okay, you just play it as is.
I wouldn't change a thing. Like, I honestly love this in its entirety, just the way it is.
Okay.
I don't think that this is something that you should buy if you plan on taking things from it and adjusting it and switching it up and making new decks. I think it is what it is, and it's meant for you to gain to get a grasp on the rules.
Mm-hmm.
and how the cards play and interact. There's a lot of trainer cards, so it's not just like an awful deck. There's a strategy to it.
Sure.
The board itself is like it has all the things that, like, did you do this turn?
Right.
These are the things you can do in your turn. So it's like it helps you learn, and it helps somebody that may not have ever picked up the game learn.
That's what I was just gonna say. This is what in my head, why I bought this and why I was excited for this is, through the course of this podcast, I've learned how to play the game. I haven't played a physical game with anybody yet. Played
but
online.
You know the basic rules.
Right.
So having that little bit of knowledge, you can take that and show it to somebody else in a learning capacity together.
That's just what I was going to say is, like, I want to play a physical game with somebody, but, like, other people in my house, they don't know how. So I would be the one trying to walk them through it, but I am still learning as well. So I would be very unconfident in trying to explain the rules to somebody when I'm not even 100% sure of how things work. So this, with the board, and like you said, like, it has like that big old graphic, and it says what you could do on your turn and like the order of operation, and everything's laid out. There's like notes on everything. I could sit down with one of my kids or my partner, and like we could start to play this without me having to explain rules, without having to try to teach them something. I could learn with them. And, like, I feel like we're on equal playing ground because this seems so well set up for what it is.
I showed this to my son and my partner, and they both were like, yes, we want to play this. Yeah. And I was like, well, I wanted to open it just before the show, so, like, it's all fresh in my mind.
Yeah. It's so rad, man. I am in love with it already. Like, I haven't even played anything with it, and I'm so excited.
I think this product is for anybody that is learning to play the game or wants to play the game in a competitive, eventually competitive scene.
Right.
But that also has friends or family that are willing to play with you, and that they can make it literally a game out of it.
Right.
And they're at the same exact level as you, even if you know all the rules and are a hardcore player like myself. I don't know how hardcore, but like, I know all the rules, most of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I sat down with one of these decks, I would have the same exact chance as, somebody who doesn't know too much. It's like, the only advantage is I might retreat here or there, knowing that, like, the only things that they can do because I know what's in all the decks.
Right.
But that's like a next level, skill that you have to have.
Sure. It's so well done, man.
Yeah. And the fact that, like, you can just, I want to play this. Like, it's not like a fight. It's just kind of like there's 3 different decks. You just pick one.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously Charizard's cool. But like,
but so is Mewtwo.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's like, I don't even know which one I would pick.
Right.
To be honest, there's no like fan favorite for me. Sure. There's no like, I definitely want that. There's no dark deck, so I'm not going to jump to that. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So it's just, I think, in a way, these decks are just for everyone. And I think that's what this is all about. This is a small step for Pokemon, but a giant leap for the TCG.
Yeah. This feels like they care about getting more people to play this game.
Yes. There are a few moves that they've made recently that have felt like they care a lot. Mm-hmm. And that basically the battle arena decks or the league battle decks, those are just like the first step. And then I think next week we'll be able to talk about the trainer toolkits in full.
Yeah.
But like those in combination, like they did that as two different three different products, but like that was all for the fans. That was all for us.
Right.
And they're doing everything right. And then this is literally for like the family that plays Pokemon, the friends of people that play Pokemon. Like this is going to be on the shelf. Somebody's going to see it that comes over your house and say, that looks cool. Let's play it.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yeah. You know what I mean? It looks like a board game. It feels like a board game.
Yeah. No, it's totally
it's the TCG.
The rest of my board games for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna set this right next to my Beast of Balance.
Yeah, there we go.
It's the same box and everything. Like as far as like design.
Yeah, and quality wise, like it feels like a genuine board game. They didn't get any quarters with this.
This should have easily been like $35.
I'm kind of surprised how cheap it is.
Yeah, maybe more. But if you have anybody in your life that likes Pokemon, this is an awesome product.
Yeah.
I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. And nobody paid me to say that.
Right.
I bought this.
Target doesn't care.
Yeah, Target doesn't care. But this is awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited. I think I'm going to make an honest, genuine attempt to play this week. And by next week's show, I will be able to speak more on it. So
yes, yeah. It's just I opened it tonight, and like I said, my son broke his arm, so it's been a crazy day.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Adam, this might be my first time playing the physical game.
Yeah,
just throwing that out there.
Listen, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All the rules are there, kind of like to help you walk you along.
Yeah,
like you know how to throw a spear, but we're going to show you, we're going to walk next to you to make sure you throw it right, you know?
Yep, exactly. I'm excited, man. This is a really cool product, so.
Yeah, question of the week turned into, you must buy this. It's awesome.
Yep, done. No questions asked. See what I did there?
I did see that. All right, you want to take a quick break?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We'll be back after these short messages or music in your eardrums. All right, welcome back. Just a little housekeeping real quick before we get going on the rest of the show. This podcast is powered by Patreon. You can check ours out at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 is going to get you access to our Patreon exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And if Patreon isn't your thing, there are a few other ways you can help us out. If you're listening to us on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. And if you're listening via podcast service like Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, you can take a moment to leave us a review. That would be greatly appreciated.
Yes, it would. Tell me about this stupid-looking Pokemon.
Well, it is stupid.
But I heard it's
you
rad.
Got that?
I heard it's rad.
Yeah, I got that right.
Card of the week.
Card of the week. So it's Phalanx or Phalankus. We're just going to call him Phalankus. Yeah. It's Phalankus from Rebel Clash. 109 out of 192. Okay. It is a basic Pokemon. It is a fighting type, which doesn't really get too much love. It has a colorless attack for 1 and a double colorless attack for 2. Or, well, yeah. That contradicts itself. Right. First attack, call for family for colorless. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Shuffle your deck.
Okay.
Seems all right.
Sure.
But what makes this card good? We don't know. All right, so for 2 colorless, team attack. This attack does 30 damage for each of your benched Pokemon that has Phalanx in its name.
Wait, what?
Oh, Phalankus. No. So for each one, it does 30 damage.
Okay.
Now, at first glance, you're like, oh, that's not that great.
Right. Why would you have multiple Phalanx in your bench?
Well, to power up its attack.
Okay.
So, you have 4 on the bench, or 4 in general, or 3. Yeah, 3 on the bench. That's only 90 damage. It's not much.
Yeah.
But how you get this to be increased, there's also another phalanx in the V form.
Oh.
So you can play those, and they count because it just says phalanx in the name.
Oh, so even though it's a V card, it counts, and it doesn't count against having 4 regular phalanx.
Correct.
Sneaky. Okay.
So you have 5 on those. 5 times 3 is 15. It's 150 damage for 2 energies.
Sure.
That's not bad. How do we make this damage increase? Martial Arts Dojo.
Oh. Okay.
So basically, if you have basic fighting energy attached, it does an extra. Your fighting Pokemon do an extra 10 damage.
Okay.
To the active.
Okay.
If you're behind on prizes, it does an extra 40 damage.
Ooh. Now we're getting spicy.
Right? So that 15 became 19.
Yeah.
How do we get more phalanx on the bench?
Give me more phalanx, man.
I need more phalanx. All right, so capture energy is going to add consistency to the deck. So if you go second, you can attach capture energy, search your deck for another phalanx, and then use call for family and search for 2 more phalanx.
Okay.
Right?
Bring in the phalanx.
And you might be saying, like, well, it takes 2 energy. It's going to take 2 turns to power up. That's too slow.
Mm-hmm.
We did get twin energy from Rebel Clash.
Oh, that's right.
So it basically makes it a 1 energy attack.
Dang. All
Right?
of a sudden, phalanx is just freaking on fools.
Yeah. And then you've got also phalanx V.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a scary V to have down, but it does has 160 hit points. It's fighting. It's basic. Iron defense. As all of your Pokemon in play with the name phalanx take 20 less damage.
Okay.
So if you had 4 of those in play, your basic phalanx that has 90 hit points takes 80 less damage from all attacks.
That's so dumb.
Basically just says, come at me, bro.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Go phalanx.
And this Pokemon just so weird.
It is, right? Is it one? Is it multiple? What's the deal with it? We don't know.
Multiple.
Just a gang of phalanx.
It's legitimately multiple.
Okay. But when they combine, they make 1 Pokemon?
Yes. Well, I think it's just like in general.
It's a weird Pokemon nonetheless.
It literally is a weird Pokemon. I don't feel good in saying it's anything other than a weird Pokemon.
Sure. But
it's just like when you attack it, they all like roll around in different sides. So it's like, I don't know.
But it could be very spicy if you play it correctly.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool, man. I do like the art of the V card, though.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Man. And I mean, there's other cards like Energy Gain, which if you're behind on prizes, make sure you can attack for 1 colorless less, making that your attack literally just 1 energy and broken. There's, I believe it's Hustle. No, not Hustle Belt. There's a Karate Belt. Again, if you're behind on prizes, makes your attack 1 fighting less, but that's for like phalanx V, because the other one doesn't have a fighting energy requirement. But like this is all stuff that's kind of like rotating, so it's like,
right.
Do I really want to mention it? And then same thing with DNC Prism Star. All of your basic fighting Pokemon, or all your fighting Pokemon, get an extra 20 attack. So like the attack plus all the phalanx with the Deontay down and the dojo. It's brutal.
Yeah. Cool card though, man.
Yeah, definitely something I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you know, I think I still have like a bunch of Phalanx that, like, I just kept pulling them out of all like the packs I've been opening, and I'm just like, I want to make this. So it's like I have a stack of like 19 Phalanx that I just have shuffled to the side. I'm like, I gotta make this deck.
Yeah. Cool, man. Cool. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Anytime.
We have one more thing to do tonight, sir.
Well, two.
Oh.
We have an email.
Oh, we do? Okay.
But I've been trying to figure out how to get it from my phone into the notes. And it won't like copy everything, so I just have to read it from my phone.
Okay. Are we doing that now, or do you want to open?
Yeah, let's just do it real quick.
Okay.
All right, so this is coming from Pidgey Grabba.
What's up, Pidgey?
It says, "Hey Adam and Josh, Pidgey Grabba here. Since listening to your shows and my recent shuffle around and homebound activities, I've started playing TCGO more in the last few weeks. My main deck consists of Charizard, Nidoqueen. My support Pokemon are Ponyta and Rapidash and Farfetch'd. Charizard has its energy engine. Nidoqueen is able to draw Pokemon out of your deck and into your hand. She hits for 10 plus 50 for every evolution on your bench. My question is, why is Farfetch'd in this deck? It comes with 2 to 3 copies. It doesn't evolve, and its attacks are weird. Draw 2, and 20 or 80 if the Pokemon has a tool attached. I would rather have a Pokemon that evolves that could stand up to an attack than this Farfetch'd, like Beware or someone. Which brings me to my real question. How can I make this deck more consistent? What supporters do you recommend for consistency? How for 3, Cynthia for a fresh 7, Nest Ball, Timer Ball. This deck carries 2 to 3 copies of Brock's Grit to recycle the energy Charizard discards, or bring back Pokemon from your discard into your deck, and the Nidoqueen can draw them into your hand when working right. But I play the games where I just can get set up and attacking quick enough, or I just can't get set up attacking quick enough. Even if I can get Nidoqueen set up on the board with energy, I need evolutions on my bench to really do damage, and there aren't any healing cards. The core question I have is how do I customize the structure deck to work the best? My playstyles likes using the same Pokemon and mechanics over and over again, so I know how to take out on my opponent. Thanks, Pidgey Grabba. Sorry this is so long. I hope you can boil it down. I don't have the confidence to play in real life, like Josh, but I don't care about getting wrecked at home online. Thank you." Okay, so it's a structure deck with Nidoqueen, which searches for more Pokemon and does more damage for the bench Pokemon that are evolved.
Okay.
So as far as this deck goes, I'm not familiar with the Charizard that's in this specific one. Is it the one where you take 2 damage counters and put fire energies on him? I think that's the one he's talking about. So you got to ask yourself, what's the main focus of the deck? And if the main focus is to have evolution Pokemon down and do damage that way, then you need to have a more consistent line of those Pokemon. So for starters, Nidoqueen is going to get you the evolutions you need. So having a heavy Nidoqueen line is probably your first start. So I don't know if you're familiar with rare candies, but rare candies are going to just speed up your deck tenfold. You're going to be able to rare candy Nidoran into Nidoqueen the following turn, instead of evolving it into Nidorina and then having to wait another turn just to evolve it into Nidoqueen. This way here, you can just kind of keep the flow of the deck running. So I would say like a 4-4 Nidoqueen, and then run 4 rare candies, and then You want consistency. I think Nidoqueen's energy requirements are colorless. So you could always run 4 capture energies to be able to search for bench Pokemon turn 1, turn 2, and just kind of have that consistency. And then because you're not running any V cards or EX or GX, you can utilize that twin energy and be able to attach twin energy to attack faster with Nidoqueen, making Nidoqueen like a hard focus. And then you can still run the Charizard, just run like a smaller line of Charizard, do like a 3-1-3 or a 3-2-3, and just try to go from there. And then hold on, let me could you hang on one second, let me look at Nidoqueen real quick. I have to look it up because I have to see what it says as far as
you're talking yourself in circles attack. Now.
Yeah. So just bear with me.
Yeah. This is great podcast material. Adam looking up stuff.
Well, I'm just trying to remember it. Yeah, because Power Lariat, this attack does 50 more damage for each evolution Pokemon on your bench. Okay, awesome. So it's evolution Pokemon. You're asking for consistency. Go for the rare Minchino or Cinchino line. It allows you to look at the top 2, take one, and I think you discard the other. But at least like you're gonna like go through your deck really fast and get the cards you want. You could even what else draws? I think there's like a Sawsbuck that just draws 1 card. Even anything like that where you could just put like a 2-2 line in, or even like a 3-3 line, and just continuously just keep drawing cards and drawing cards and drawing cards, because that's how you essentially win. But you also have to have recyclable cards. So you have to have like an ordinary rod to be able to shuffle your energies back in and your Pokemon, because that's a big deal, especially if you're running rare candies and smaller middle lines. Yeah, you're going to have to send me that list. Send me that list. I need that list. You said it's a structure deck. I don't know what structure deck it is. Just send me a picture of it. Just so I can see it, and then I'll reach out to you and help you out further.
Adam's intrigued.
I am very intrigued.
Yeah.
But yeah, consistency is key. If your deck's consistent, you'll consistently win. So yeah, and and just any Pokemon that utilizes like colorless energy, then you can play whatever color energy you want. So you could honestly benefit from running even like the martial arts dojo that I just talked about. So your Lariat would do 50 plus or 10 plus 50 for each evolution on the bench. But then if you have a fighting energy attached to it, you're behind on prizes, you're doing an extra 40 damage. Like, that's insane. So it just depends on what you want to play. Sorry to just get super nerdy.
No. Look, if people want to know about it, I obviously can't help or add anything to it. So I'm glad you're able to.
I try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Adam. And hopefully the people
I appreciate it too. They better, because I'm trying. That was all from memory, except for when I looked it up, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, but Josh, what do you think about getting into our opening of the week?
Let's do it, Adam. I'm excited.
What's up, everyone? This is Ken from the Pokemon Professor Network, and this booster opening is brought to you by TN Comics. TNComics.com is our go-to site when we need Pokemon TCG products, and if you use code FULLHEAL at checkout, you can get an additional 5% off your purchase. That's FULLHEAL, one word, FULLHEAL, at checkout for an additional 5% off your total purchase at TNComics.com.
All right, so this week, TN Comics sent us over some Rebel Clash. I love the set. I hope I pull a Phalanx. A Phalanx V. I need a Phalanx V. Can I pull that? That's what I want.
Possibly.
That would make the show right now.
Big thanks to TN Comics. Check out their website, tncomics.com. Use the promo code FULLHEAL, FULLHEAL, for an extra 5% off of your total order.
Definitely.
Okay. You opening first?
I'm gonna open. Well, you've already opened up packs. Let me have a turn.
Go for it.
I want to open up something. All right, it is a white code.
Oh, buddy.
And I suppose I'll give it out too.
Buddy.
All right, it's 62VN9YG9DCKTL. Good luck. All right, here we go. Lightning Energy, Hat Trim, a Carkol, a Beware, a Wingle, a Phantump, a Bronzor, Toxel, Applin. My reverse holo is a Stonejourner. And my rare, or my revert, no, what is this? No, it's a double, sorry, I'm like speechless. It's a double V.
A double?
I was like psyching myself up because I saw the black.
Yeah.
And I was psyching myself up for it to be a phalanx, and it was not. It was a double.
Oh, double V.
Double, yeah.
I thought you said double V. I'm like, I don't even know what that is, Adam.
Oh, no. I'm sure they'll come out with one. It's a double V.
Cool.
It's twice the V you
Have you
are.
pulled that card yet?
I don't think so.
Awesome. Let's see what I got in my pack here. Code card ZK4 R2JR LZYYJZ. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got in this pack. We have Fighting Energy. We have Twin Energy. We were just talking about that. Heliolisk. Doublade. God, stupid Pokemon. Nosepass. A Wingle.
Hey, it was either the swords or an anchor.
Yeah. Phantom. Bronzer. Did we get the same pack? Nosepass. Wingle. Phantom. Bronzer. Toxel. Reverse holo is a Stuffle, and the rare is a non-holographic Seismitoad.
So no, we didn't get the same pack.
We had,
guess you would have pulled a double V.
we had a few that were same in order, so
yeah.
Not bad. Congratulations on your victory tonight, Adam.
Thank you. I have achieved success on this podcast.
You had to win
Finally.
something tonight. That's a show, man.
All right, that's a show. Email us like Pidgeygrabba did at info@specialconditionstcg.com. Leave us a voicemail, text us, send us a picture, 732-835-8639. Pidgeygrabba, send us the picture of that list. And remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.
Good night.